We are just 4 days away from the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl as the University of Hawaii prepares for Notre Dame on Christmas Eve.
Due to the bad weather, the Fighting Irish didn't get into Honolulu until 1 this morning. KCHNL News 8's Brian Ojima joins us live with more on the Warriors' December 24th opponent.
Well, Paul, it was a quick turnaround for Notre Dame as they held their first practice at Aloha Stadium this morning. The team is happy to trade the bitter cold of the Midwest for some sunshine here on Oahu, but their focus is still on football. Less than 9 hours after arriving, Irish hit the field for their first practice at Aloha Stadium. After delays in the Midwest due to bad weather, the players were no doubt jet lagged this morning.
We're all fatigued from the start of practice, and we just had to fight through. So I think mentally we had to fight through.
With a win, the Fighting Irish can finish the season above 500, but they know that won't be easy against a Warriors team that won 3 of their final 4 games to end the regular season.
They're a real fast defense, and they're real high motor guys, and that's something that, you know, obviously coming a long way and haven't played a game in so long, that's something that we really need to focus on and work on in practice, is getting up to that game speed.
Their front four is pretty good, and you know, the defensive ends get up the field real fast, and you know, they're just real good overall.
The Irish have lost their last 9 bowl games, a streak they're hoping to break against the Warriors.
We want to be the team that you know, starts the streak, you know, start that winning streak, and I think that'll boost the program.
And as you can imagine, the Notre Dame players are excited to finally take in some sunshine. And for Irish quarterback and California native Jimmy Clausen, it reminds him of home.
Back in South Bend, it was snowing, and you know, out here it's 80 degrees, and you know, it's great out here. Feels like California to me.
I mean, listen, truthfully, I'm the biggest supporter of New York. I love where I'm from. I love New York City, but I don't know. I mean, I've never been here, and being here now, it might take the cake.
And we all agree with that. The players are certainly taking in all the sights. They visited Pearl Harbor this afternoon. Now, kickoff for the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl is set for 3 p.m. local.
Malika, the Notre Dame football team touched down in the islands overnight, and today the Fighting Irish got their first look inside Aloha Stadium. Mike Cherry joins us with more. Mike?
Lisa, the Notre Dame offense did participate in the light walkthrough today at the site of the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. Practice was closed to the public, and while they went through their walkthrough, so was the media. When Notre Dame arrived last night, it was actually 1 in the morning, so Coach Charlie Weiss didn't have his players exert too much energy today. However, when the Fighting Irish woke up this morning, they did say that the sunny skies were a big relief from the hazy, icy conditions of South Bend, Indiana.
I'm jealous. I'm definitely jealous of the people around here. I mean, this is paradise. It doesn't get better than this, and we're coming from 10 degrees snow, blizzards, ice storms. So I mean, you know, this is awesome.
It's a big difference from South Bend. You know, I've been here 4 or 5 times in the past with my family for vacation, but you know, it's great being back in Hawaii. You know, I love it out here.
I'm excited to be here, and I'm glad you guys have us out here. We're ready to go to work and, you know, start the next year off right and get a win.
Now, coming up later in sports, I'll tell you which Notre Dame recruit got a first-hand look at their practice today. For KGB9 News, I'm Mike Cherry.
Thank you, Mike. And the teams are scheduled to be the guests at tonight's Sunset on the Beach. It is a barefoot pep rally where you're encouraged to wear your favorite team's colors. Some players, cheerleaders, and organizers of the Christmas Eve game are also expected to show up. The movie tonight is We Are Marshall. It starts in about half an hour.
Good Saturday. After 10 hours of flying and nearly 3 hours of flight delays, the Notre Dame football team finally landed in Hawaii last night. This afternoon, they wasted no time stepping onto the Aloha Stadium turf for the first time.
We want to come out here and get a win. You know, we had a long losing streak in bowl games, and you know, we've had a few losses recently, but you know, we just came here to, you know, win the bowl. You know, that's our first and foremost goal, is to win the bowl game.
There's definitely a distraction aspect to it, you know, being here, you know, worried about how, wow, it's so nice, and you know, looking at all the scenery and everything. But you know, I mean, personally, I like to embrace it and enjoy it. You know what I mean? I mean, this is we're in late December here. You know, this is an opportunity to get some warm weather in a nice location. I mean, I'm just going to embrace it and enjoy it.
One of the main spectators for Notre Dame's practice today was Punahou's all-world linebacker and Fighting Irish recruit Manti Te'o. The senior hasn't made a decision for college just yet, but he says it was good to reunite with some of the friends he made on his recruiting trip to South Bend.
Great atmosphere, great intensity. Just glad I just got here to, you know, watch and witness how college practice, you know, goes. But what's really different is the efficiency and, you know, how well they use their time. You know, there's no downtime or anything like that. So yeah, I just really enjoy myself here.
As for tickets, they are still available. At last check, 40,000 have been sold. Kickoff with Notre Dame is at 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve. And don't forget, KGMB9 will be taking a look back at UH and Notre Dame's meetings of the past, as well as having the keys to this matchup. That's Warrior football, the road to redemption, a 1-hour special next Tuesday at 9.
Fighting Irish and Notre Dame arrived in the islands late last night, now just 4 days away from kickoff of the 7th annual Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. Warrior football team looking to get the school's first ever victory over the Golden Domers, say despite going up against perhaps the most recognizable college football team of all time, guys in green are not intimidated.
You know, at the end of the day, it's still another football team. You know, they put their pants on one thing at a time like we do. Coach Mack says it all the time. It's just guys in a different colored jersey. And, you know, that's really all it is. And, you know, all the hype and all that is just hype. I mean, that's why you play it. And so, you know, we're going to have to go out and play, and they're going to have to play and see what happens.
Warriors enter the game at 7-6. Fighting Irish are 6-6. Less than 10,000 tickets remain available. Kickoff set for 3 in the afternoon on Christmas.
How you doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. The Sheraton Hawaii Bowl between the UH Warriors and the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame is just 4 days away. And while the game represents a landmark opportunity for the Hawaii players against one of the more storied programs in the history of college football, 15 current Warriors and 3 former players attained another landmark achievement today, one perhaps even more profound. They graduated. Among the group, junior quarterback Inoke Funaki taking the walk and grabbing his diploma. The Kahuku grad has done some great things on the football field, leading UH to its first ever win over a nationally ranked opponent at Fresno State this season, for instance. Off the field, he's also served a mission for the LDS Church. He says this experience is no doubt right up there, and for him, it doesn't end here.
I have 1 more year, and I've spoken with the coaches, and they said I could continue further my education, go for a master's, start a master's program, since I still have 1 more year of eligibility and scholarship. And so my parents have always taught me the importance of education, and just in case, you know, like things don't work out in football, then you have a degree education to fall back on. And so that's the goal.
No doubt great to see. The goal this Wednesday will be to take down the Irish. Sheraton Hawaii Bowl kicks off at 3 p.m. and will air live on ESPN.